I had some great questions about the math notebook last week, so I thought I'd video my notebook so if anyone at home is missing pieces of their notebook, they can catch up. So your table of contents should look like this, and then the first 4 pages should all be labeled table of contents, so they're just blank right now. Then page 5 is the classroom policies and procedures. This paper can be picked up at the back of the room in the black extra work bin. Page 6 are our math practices, and we've been adding in little notes about each math practice as the year goes on, so we know kind of what each one means. Then we have a quick paper that just reminds us about what makes a great math answer. Again, this paper can be picked up at the back of the room. Then we have some goal setting pages. The only 2 that should be filled out right now is the beginning of the year goal, and then later next week we're going to be doing the how I'm doing and check in with our goal. Then we get into some math work. On page 11 we should have an I notice, I wonder, a graph and table that we made in class, as well as some math work that we made in class. Page 12 is another graph and table and some answers from section 1.3 underneath it. Page 13 has a rather large table that we made, finding residuals. Again, all of these papers, if you need them, are in the black bin at the back of the room. Still on page 13, all the way in the back, we did page 33, section C, where we had to make a graph. Then we had to figure out our own residuals, and students should have this sentence filled in. I think my line is either accurate or not accurate, and with a reason based on the residuals. Page 14 should be a couple extra practice pages, questions. Not every class was able to get to this, but they are there. And then just recently we have this foldable on page 15, which is ways to find a linear function. This one is very important because we refer back to it over and over again this year. So to find it using a graph, you have to find the y-intercept and the slope of each line, and then you can put it together and find the equation. If you're trying to use a table to write a linear equation, you want to find the y-intercept when x is 0, find the slope, and write the equation. So here's our work of finding the y-intercept when x is 0, finding the slope, and putting it into the equation. Some other helpful hints. Actually, another way to find a linear function is to use the 2 points, which is to make a graph or table and follow the steps from above. So here we did that for these 2 points. Other information we have, if a line is horizontal, it has 0 slope. If it's going up, it's positive. If it's going down, it's negative. And if it's going up and down, it's undefined. And then in that flap, we have our vocabulary words that we used all on this page. So far, those are the first 15 pages of our notebook.